So, how's the tour going?
Tour is going well. Yeah, we went by really quick actually. We only have two more shows left, or 3 today. It's been great. Like all the bands have been awesome to hang out with on the tour, and crowds have been great. So and we get the added benefit of playing indoors during the summer, which is unusual.
Yeah, normally you'd be out playing festivals right now and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's been pretty nice. We've been spoiled. So next summer tour, when we're out in the sun, heat, we're gonna be like, oh man. It's been good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, so the new album, The Powerless Rise, the main theme of it is kind of, putting others before yourself and caring for people who are less fortunate than you are. Do you know if Tim's experience adopting a kid from Ethiopia had anything to do with the theme?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And I can't really go into too much detail because it's kind of more of an experience he would have to explain. But yeah, I had a lot to do with that. Before we started writing for this record, or before we started writing the lyrics for this record, we had been through that process and had gone to Ethiopia and realized that the need that was there. And I think the lyrics aren't necessarily just about like the need in Ethiopia. It's, like you said, it's about everywhere in the world, and just the people that society has forgotten. And that's about it.
Cool. All right. So the new album, it has more of like a thrash sound than your previous stuff, which kind of had more of a melodic thing. Was that like a conscious decision, or did you just start writing and that's where it went?
It was conscious in the way that we wrote those riffs, or Deuce did, and we wanted the record to be heavier and faster, and I think every record we've done, I think, has gotten faster and a little bit heavier. And I think when you're writing like writing for a new record, you think of the last record and just the speed of it and everything that you're doing, like tempo wise, feels like it needs to be faster because the last record was faster. So it's this thing that just keeps perpetuating itself, and unfortunately for me it hurts because it's so fast. I think just the speed bar gets raised, where certain riffs and songs feel more comfortable at faster tempos and stuff for whatever reason. It's got a lot more thrash influence, and we still tried to make a diverse record. There's still a lot of melody in there, and a lot of diverse types of metal, I guess, in there. So.
Cool. How is your individual drumming performance different on this than it was on An Ocean Between Us?
Well, I try to concentrate on doing fills and rhythms, grooves and stuff. Outside of my normal. I don't want to say bag of tricks, but just just what I would normally do, and spent a lot of time with Adam D, the producer, in the studio, just working on different fills and different ideas, and he would help me with parts that I got stuck on. He would give me new ideas, and we really just wanted to make sure that every fill felt right. Every fill added something more to the part, to the song, and also helped bring in the following portion of the song. And as you've already noticed, it's much faster, and which was very difficult for me, to be honest. Like I said, every record gets faster and faster, and so it's not about just writing creative drum parts. It's also about being able to play them too. So I spent a lot of time practicing and getting my body to the point to where I can play those songs comfortably for the studio and live, of course. you know, now since the record's done, I'm kind of more just in maintenance mode. My body, just keep my body, you know, to the point to where I can play all those songs live. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. No, we did something a little different this time around. We recorded the record 2 separate sessions. We wrote, recorded 8 songs, and then did a little bit of a break, wrote some more, and then recorded, you know, the remainder 11 or 12 songs that are on the record, which is really cool because it kind of, you know, instead of concentrating on you know, a full album, I can concentrate on just, you know, roughly half of it, and then you know, kind of get a break, and then go back in there and do it again. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so like you said, you worked with Adam D on this and the last album too. But when you guys were first starting out, Tim produced most of your stuff, right? So, like, how is that different working with a producer versus producing yourself?
Well, I mean, I think Tim will say this too. It's just like you know, he kind of got thrown into the producer's seat by default, just because, like, you know, we, you know, didn't know of any producers that we wanted to work with. One, didn't have the money to pay a producer too, and you know, so he took it upon himself to kind of make sure and get in there and organize everything and keep everything moving forward. And you know, working with Adam D, you know, we hired him like as a producer, and you know, we expected him to interact with us and help us in the studio as a producer, and not just as a member of the band. And you know, and he brought a different element to songwriting, to recording, and just to, you know, everybody's individual parts that we don't have, which is really cool. And it definitely complements I guess our weaknesses. I wouldn't say weaknesses, but just he brings a different point of view, so, which is really, really nice. And it's always nice to get a good, like, outside perspective, you know, because when you're writing songs, like, you know, everybody takes their parts very personally, you know, and so, you know, it's easy to get attached to certain things, and he brings like kind of like a, you know, an unbiased view that you can trust. So we really like working with him, and you know, just happened to work out that his touring schedule and our writing schedule were around the same time. You know, so I mean, I hope we work with him again, but I mean, who knows what's going to happen. So you know, he's obviously busy with his band and recording other bands, so sometimes it's hard to get the schedules to line up right.